Okay. Let's going to start this new streaming. Hello guys, how are you? Mentor Vedant, good afternoon, good night for you.
Good afternoon. It's 8:30 here, and we are very excited.
8:30 in your place
Yes,
in India, Pune. Am I
yes,
right?
sir.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. Mentor Yash, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How is everyone?
Contributor Rohit, how are you?
I am fine.
That's
Hello,
good.
everyone.
You are the one wearing the most gamer setup with your enormous headphones. Mentor Victor, good afternoon. You are muted.
Sorry, my mind is freeze today.
It's early in the afternoon. Here in Spain it's 4 p.m. So you still have plenty of hours to work this afternoon. Or it's free
But
for you
it is
today.
on weekend, probably.
That's good. It's
It,
free on
we-
Friday
it went.
afternoon. Maybe. Okay, hello. We also seem to have Mentor Alfredo, but it's only his Google developer expert in Flutter batch, but we don't have his face. So maybe he will appear later. So today, community, we are here to present the new development made for having a web tech stack for the Liquid Galaxy, something that plenty of you are waiting for months. And as the first slide size, it's been developed by Mentor Yash and Vedant, and with the help of contributor Rohit. This is the reason because he is today with us. And I don't have too much to say. That go ahead, start your presentation, Yash, and maybe at the end, while we wait for some questions of the contributors, we will comment some questions about our situation of today. So, Yash, it's up to you.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for taking the time to give this. And I wanted to say that for the Liquid Galaxy web app, I saw a lot of contributors who are very excited for this feature to come. I saw a lot of excitement in the Discord community as well. And now we are having this presentation. So I'm going to tell about the web stack, and I'm going to tell how we have implemented it and what technologies did we use and what kind of data that we showcased onto the Liquid Galaxy. So yeah. The thing that we traditionally see, or the Liquid Galaxy, how it is based is we have five or any number of rig setup, and there is a switch, and there's a Wi-Fi router, and then you are making the connection through the Wi-Fi, and you are making the SSH connection, so you're able to connect and send some visualizations onto the LG. Well, that works, and that is really good for the applications and for whatever we have developed on Android, Flutter, and so on. Now the thing that I want to show is how to do it on the web tech stack. So on the web, what we have is called an LG server. This is something that we are using, or something that we want to use when we connect to the Wi-Fi router, and when we are using the applications which are web-based applications. So these are PWA. And now your smartphone is running something like HTML, CSS, JS, web components that I will talk about later. And this is sending it not directly to the Liquid Galaxy, but through the web server onto the Liquid Galaxy. So I would say what is happening behind the scenes is you are sending HTTP requests that are getting changed into SSH connections, and SSH connections are getting transferred onto the Liquid Galaxy. So yeah, I mean, this is really great so far. And the next thing that I want to talk about is the LG server. The LG server has a very, I would say, minimalistic UI, and I think that the developers, that when we are making it, we really liked it. It is something that it usually says listening, and whenever you are sending any HTTP request, such as connecting, orbiting, visualizing, it will be able to showcase whatever is the connection or whatever is the current SSH request that is being transferred onto the Liquid Galaxy. So far so cool, right? The next thing I want to say is we also documented everything, so it is very easy for you, so you can focus on the major development or the major UI part to send very good and very creative KMLs onto the Liquid Galaxy, and do not worry about what kind of endpoints you have to hit. So we have made a very good Swagger document that was done by Rohit, and thank you, Rohit, for that. And the thing that it is showcasing is how on each of the endpoints we are able to connect we are sending HTTP requests and the kind of variables or the kind of values that we need. So the thing that will happen is we will be typically scanning a QR code. The QR code will be having content as a JSON. Those content will fill in the LG web app, the settings page of the LG web app, the page that you see when you fill something like username, password. It may take 5 minutes for you to fill for the first time, but now it can happen in a flash. And the next thing is you try to make a connection with the server if the server is present and you have run it, and then we'll be able to connect through the server onto the Liquid Galaxy. So the server will handle everything for you regarding all the endpoints. You just have to hit it. So let's keep going. The next thing I want to show is this is the QR code, and this really makes things very easy for us, because let's just say whenever you're running on a particular Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi will showcase you an IP which would be static, and it will be showcasing you a port that you have port forwarded. So that would be static as well. So why not just compress all of this, put it in a QR code that we can print out and just paste it next to the Liquid Galaxy, and anyone can just be able to scan it. This is not only for the web. The best thing is it is for both the web and the application solutions that we have, and it will be able to work fine on both of them. So let's just keep going with this. And this is the UI that we have built, and I will just take some time to embrace it, let's say. So the very first screen shows the status of connected or not connected, and you can just send a sample KML. Currently what we have shown, we started off with the La Palma because I had some bunch of code that was very easy to copy, but later we changed it to the current wildfire event of Hearst, Caton, and Palestinians, which is something that is happening in the LA wildfire tragic incident. And now the next screen is the maps, where currently we are using Leaflet, but we are more inclined to change it to Google Maps, and you can make any sort of touch movements, drag movements, the kind of that we have in all our applications. The next screen that we see, the third screen that is here, is about the LG tools. You can clean the logos, clean the KMLs, make a relaunch, make a reboot, or shut down. And the last screen is to connect in the traditional way in case your QR code or in case something is wrong with the camera as a progressive enhancement, or you can just make a scan to the QR code the way that we saw, and it will automatically fill everything. So all of these screens, you can just go to LG web app. I will send the links later, and you will be able to understand how it is working and what it is doing on the front end side. Now going to the server side. Okay, first thing, this is very important. For the web, we have seen that Netflix, they did a very great thing, that they changed all of their tech stack from React to vanilla on their landing page to get a 30% time to interact improvement. What is this? It means that the technology that we were using, kind of like a framework, and then we have to put a bunch of code to make that framework, then a bunch of more code to optimize that framework. What if we just have done it with the very core or foundational logic of web components, and that would have given us a very good boost. So this is how, or this is what the LG web app is also leveraging. The kind of tech stack that we have on the client side is HTML, CSS, JS, and something called web components. So I would say that JavaScript is not the same as you left it when you started on some framework like React. JavaScript also provides you with web components, which makes the code much modular, and it would be much easier for you to now make these pieces of code and just have a very, I would say, tiny looking 10-15 line of a page that is made out of web components, and you are able to run it on the, I would say, a much better time to interact improvement and a much faster visualization, much faster UI. So yeah, that is web components. It looks like this. It is something that is hyphenated, so it does not collide with any of your HTML components. They are class-based things that you have to define on your JavaScript, and they can be done in this way. So this is how functional components look like. So I have 5 different files, which is not JS. You notice that small m here. This is called MJS or modular JavaScript. These are automatically in strict mode, which is the JavaScript strict mode that allows certain things like your await becomes a reserved keyword, so you cannot use it with var, and some other things like your like your eval doesn't work, and there are bunch of other things that makes your code, like whenever it is becoming undefined or silently failing, you are getting a strong error and you're able to know what is happening. And yeah, this is a very great. Strict mode is already enabled. And the next thing is you import or use them using a module, uh, using type module on your script tags. And you see the left side, how easy it is. This is all the code that the LG web component has on this home page. And you can see home page as a web component, a Google Voice as a web component, the interactive map as a web component. I just had to write these bunch of 5-6 lines and it is able to showcase me whatever I just showed you before. And yeah, everything that is running on component base is similar to how we have written components in React. So we are getting those similar functionality, which are much faster UI with a much fundamentally written code, and it is done without a framework. So things can happen without a framework. Why not we use it? And this is something that a researcher from Google said: use the simplest tool that gets the job done. If you can find that simplest tool, if it can get the similar job done, I would say in the benchmarks that we have got is we were getting much faster page loading times. We were getting a very low CLS. We were getting a very good time to interactive time. And this is why we have incorporated such a tech stack that you will be able to use. And yeah, I mean, using the simplest tool that is getting the job done is very nice. And now comes the LG server tech stack. So we are using Express.js. We just wanted to stick to JavaScript for most of the parts. We didn't want to go back to the old age of using PHP. And we are using Node. Yeah, pretty standard things. And also something that we're using is ngrok, so that we can just tunnel it and get an HTTPS address, so that anything that is happening can have a security layer, a TLS security layer, because using HTTP request would actually not be very nice when we have HTTPS. And a live demo. I would want Rohit, if you can share your screen and give us the live demo, it would be very nice.
Sure. So should I share my screen?
Yeah, you should. Is it needed that I stop presenting so you can take over, or you are able to directly?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the LG app built by Mentor Yash. So let me go through the functionalities. So while going into the settings, we are having the server address, which you will be adding, whether it will be a ngrok server address or whether it will be a local host. And then you will put everything like the username, the IP address, port, password, and the number of leaks. In case if you're accessing it from outside, you need to use the port forwarded method, uh, which you can get, or you can set up a port forwarding rule, and then you can simply use it. So if I try let's connecting it, so you can see that this is connected to the Liquid Galaxy Rex, like this one. And let me clear the logos. Okay, so you can see the logo has been cleared. And if I try cleaning this KML, okay, so let's go to the map section. So this is the map which is on leaflet, and if we like move this map, then we will be moving in the Liquid Galaxy also. So you can see as the movement of the map, this Liquid Galaxy also moves. And then we're having the voice commands also, where we can like speak and it will execute the commands. Show logo. So you can see the logo has been shown on the leftmost check. do orbit. Okay, so I guess this command is not yet configured. And if I go into the home and I'll try sending the KML. So currently the KML is not located and it has a little issue. So it is being located currently. The current KML is on the LF wildfire, which is located at some place here.
I think you have to zoom out to US
Yes, it's
and
a little
currently we
bit
are.
further, man. So why the KML is not showing at the place?
So the thing that has happened is that we have a cached version right now. That is because we earlier used the La Palma code, but the newer version of the code will actually take you to LA and it will not take you to La Palma. So don't worry about it.
I'm worrying because we are demoing it. So the demo is not. No, stop. You don't know where Los Angeles is,
Yeah.
or it's going to take forever. Continue with the other demos.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, we are having some of these commands. Like when I try on, like relaunch the LGs, if I click and if I to proceed, then it will basically relaunch every Liquid Galaxy rigs one by one. So the relaunch means it will be okay. It is rebooted. So it will now turn on these Liquid Galaxy rigs again, and then we can again connect this using the connect to LG methods, and then we can do the other functionalities. And also we are having options like you can send any custom KML and using the same method, which is by uploading it to the LG servers and then executing those.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rohit. So the point that I want to make here is that all the functionalities are available right in front of you, and you can just use that to use your fly to and other methods. I think my presentation is now. Let me just do something to pin this. Yeah, now it's better. So that was the demo, and the point that I was making is all the endpoints are now available to you, and you can use the same code, just use the same code logic, and be able to present your own KMS, make your own orbits and your own fly tools to make your tours. Yeah. And some of the final pointers that I want to say is the web server needs to locally run for the LG web apps to work. So the web server is something that we are locally running. We are not hosting it anywhere. You are using your basic ngrok and you're getting an HTTPS server, or as you saw in Rohit's presentation, you can also use your npm commands and you can get your nodemon to run your HTTP server, and that would also be okay. Just that you will not be getting that extra security layer. And and about HTTPS, that was all. The web server that we are having also is showing us the commands. It has a very minimalistic, clean UI that shows you if it is orbiting, if it is flying, if it is doing any kind of those SSH commands, the endpoints that you have seen. And all the commands, as you saw, get executed in real time. So there is like a lot of delay because we are having a web server. It could be due to network configurations, or it could be due to your slow network that things may take time, but as you saw and as we have tested, it is all happening in real time. And this is a very separate thing that you all may have seen, but those of you who have not, I would definitely want you to see it. This is called the Go Web Store. It is available at store.liquidgalaxy.eu. Also, it is available on the Liquid Galaxy main domain. If you go from the top tabs and you go to the web store, this is our own version of Play Store where we will have all our web applications, all our Android or Flutter applications at a single place. You'll be able to install any of that, and you will be able to also install this application as a PWA. So it gives you kind of a native experience as well. And yeah, that was everything. That was all about the LG web app and the Go Web Store. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask it in the YouTube comments.
please let's start first for my mentors. Victor, do you have any question on this?
No,
No,
everything clear.
that's perfect. I don't know if Alfredo is here or it's just his lovely GDA badge. Alfredo, are you there? No. Okay, so let's gonna see if there are guys. Yes, he seems to be here. Maybe he's on a meeting or whatever. I cannot put the mic. Okay, understood. So there is some comments on the YouTube, as you can read maybe. Yash, Ariane is saying something.
Okay, I will just start reading the comments. I have them open now. Aryan is saying, I have used MJS or modular JS, but very, very less, just like for the sake of learning it. It is fresh seeing the real use case for it. Yeah, definitely, because now you have all the functionalities in vanilla JavaScript that you used to have in your frameworks. That is what we are doing in vanilla. Here's the screen. Okay. Okay, Aryan, you have also asked about the web server, but I think that later down in the presentation, I explained about it. If you still need more clearance, can you ask or maybe rephrase your question? What do you want to know?
In the meantime, to see just if any other person wants to make a question, I want to just, it was because of Rohit talking at demonstration, I want to clarify one thing for all the community, not for you only, Rohit. You name the system, every computer on the system, you call it them rigs. Is that correct, Rohit? I'm talking to you.
Sorry, can you please repeat it?
You name the computers as rigs.
Yes.
So we have to clarify some terminology here. The rig is the whole Liquid Galaxy. Okay, so there are no rigs in plural. There is only one rig, and one rig is not one computer, but the whole system. The whole system means that all the computers, master and servers, your whatever connections, whatever is the full package, not only one system. So there are no rigs. When you say you say something like you were connected to one of the rigs, no, there is only one rig. There is no plural. You get the point? No, Rohit is still thinking about it. So it's not to you. There are many people, and I make an acclaration days ago in the Discord because other people is having this error also. So we have one rig. That's it. Rig is a set of tools, in that case computers. It's all together one rig. Then inside the rig we have the smartphone, the router, the switch, the space navigator, and several screens and several computers. Every of them has one name, master, servers, or whatever. So the rigs, this is not existent in the Liquid Galaxy terminology. There is only one rig. That's it. So we have to clarify this. Also, let me make a question to you to clarify, because in the demo it has not been shown clear. So you Rohit, put the configuration of the Liquid Galaxy in the setup, but Mentor Yash, this is also for you. So we are gonna use the QR technology. Could you please explain?
Yeah. So instead of like you saw in Rohit's presentation that we already had all the inputs there. The thing that you can do is instead you click on that top button and the one that says you scan a QR code, and then you can just put your phone in front of a QR code. It will open your back camera, or if the back camera is not existent, then it will open the front one. And then you can just place that camera in front of the QR code. The QR code will be nothing but the JSON, and I will just showcase that screen back. And we have it here. So this is what the QR code is. The left side is the JSON, and in the right side it is the same JSON just changed into a QR code. And you will be able to scan it, and you know how to parse a JSON, right? So we will be just using that JSON, and it will just filling all the entry boxes, and that is what is
So
happening.
this means two things. Correct me if I'm wrong, Yash. This means two things for the developers. One is you don't have to create again the settings screen. At least you don't have to edit those because the parameters will come from the data will come from the QR.
Yeah, the data can definitely come from the QR. In case someone does not have a camera, then also we have all the inputs there ready. So if he wants, he can also edit it. So there is a double layer functionality, or it is like a progressive enhancement that we have.
Okay, so we have to still have the settings screen, and then also we have the capacity of fill up these fields with the QR code information.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, just to have it clear with the person. So we have some questions. Ariane is still questioning.
Okay, so I think Aryan says, I was asking that there is one more field now for connection like web server, since we have local server. Now it would be that, if I'm right. Yeah, there is a new entry field as well. This is just for the web application. On the very top, there was an entry called server, where you are putting the IP address for the server, because it does not have to be, and it will not be the same as your Liquid Galaxy's IP address. I hope that's clear for you, Aryan. And there are other questions too. Do we have the freedom to work on the LG server backend with the Flutter apps? I have heard that Flutter and Node.js make a great pair. Uh, at the moment, we have made it for the web because Flutter is able to do everything on its own. I'm not sure if the Flutter needs the web server. I mean, it can use, but it does not need it. It can be used on its own. So why use? I mean, we can go back to that slide where I said use the simplest tool that was possible, not to overburden yourself with too many tools. Okay, there is one more question. If we change our Wi-Fi or network, then the QR code changes dynamically. That happens for the QR code. That this QR code is something that you're pasting on the Liquid Galaxy. So I would not say to change your network. And this is also for the Liquid Galaxy that are physically set up rather than being virtually in your own computers, where we have the same IP address over a long duration of time. So we can just print it out and use it. For your use case, you may not need the QR code. You can just generate it dynamically using any of the QR code generators, and it will stay dynamic like that. Yeah, the QR code functionality is for both. And I'm just reading the Mahib's question here. He says that, will the QR code functionality be also integrated for mobile applications? So all your mobile applications must also use this QR code thing. So you are able to open up the camera and scan the QR to get the JSON.
So I'm going to comment on this because this is very important. So guys, community, next Monday, Google will open the window for the organizations registered to GSOC. So Liquid Galaxy project, hopefully, will be on this. We'll make the registering for the GSOC 2025. But remember, no one is in GSOC now. No one, no organization. Google opens next Monday the window to register, and we will be ready to be registering. But clarifying the thing of the web, we are launching this technology developed by Mentor Yash with the help of other contributors here and other more. We are just launching this and we have to test it. So what this means for this year projects, till the end of, we have a general meet next week, but this is something I want to advance. Till the end of February, we don't know if we are on the GSOC this year, because Google will announce the different. I'm trying to show the screen. I can't. The different organizations in Liquid Galaxy will be shown at, reading the agenda, February 27th. Google will announce what organizations are in GSOC this year. It might happen that we are, or it might happen that we don't are. So it might happen, remember, for us or for any other organization. So What we want to plan this year is to have at least a couple. We don't know the number of projects we are going to have. No one knows how many are we are going to have. But we will plan to make at least a couple of projects with this web technology, and we will use this thing developed by those guys, and not other technologies. So projects will be whatever quantity of projects we have. We have those ready already because we are ready to register on Monday, but most of them will be still on Flutter with Mentor Victor, Mentor Alfredo ready to help you on special things because they are the masters on the Flutter side. Of course, the other mentors also know the Flutter technology, but those will be only for a few projects. What we have done is on the project list, there will be a tag that says this project can be done on web. Not all the projects will be able to be developed on web. Some of the projects will be able to do in web. And it will be clearly marked in our ideas page that will be live at some point soon. When we register for Google, we will make it public. But remember, till February 27th, no one knows what organizations are inside the Google Summer of Code. Not us, not anybody. So I want to make this clear. The thing we are showing today is to start to do things with web, and we have a few projects running of this. Let me also clarify another thing. Just help me on this. The screens you have shown, some screens that you develop, but let's clarify, an application has plenty more of screens. Those are a few samples we show for the telling that the web app is connected, the map, the settings, and the main tools, but there has to be plenty of other screens with the application, whatever application you develop. And also, Yash is showing some user interface, but you don't have to be attached to this user interface, okay? Because you can develop whatever user interface you want. It's up to you. You are the developer, so you can place the menu there, the menu on the left, the menu on the right. Use whatever kind of buttons you want. The thing that you will have to use is the backend, whatever, calling to the different calls we have on the IPA for the Liquid Galaxy. But you will have the one developing the screens. I don't know, is that clear, Yash?
Yeah, that is very much clear. I would just want to add a point that we'll be seeing all your UI in Figma, because that is what is going to happen. We'll be seeing all the interfaces that you are going to plan on designing, so we know that what you're going to implement.
Yeah, this week we have mentioned this several times, and next week on the general meeting, we hope that all the developers that want this year to try to go for GSOC are there in the meeting. We have at this point, let me double check, we have something like 30 people already. Is next what? I don't remember what day we have the presentation, my meeting. My agenda is totally crowded. Is February
6th.
Yes, February 6th, 4:30, 16:30 CET. We have this presentation, so I hope most of you come there, because we have 47 guests, and still many of you haven't said, yes, we are coming. Half of you have said that you are coming. This is bad, because we need you to be on this meet, because we will discuss very important questions. Another question I don't have too much clear is the voice thing. Yash, could you please explain the voice thing, and what is it's a must, it's part of your code, it has to be implemented?
Okay, sure. Currently, as you can see in the LG web, the screenshot that I have placed, I haven't incorporated or shown the voice, because to keep it minimalistic, we never needed to have a voice feature as well. So this is something that uses web speech API, something that is available in the user agents in the browsers, and this API you can make use of. It is in your vanilla code, so you are not adding on any libraries or anything extra, and you can just incorporate in a way that like we have shown. You can just say something and it will be able to register that. You can just incorporate some endpoints to hit based on what is said. You can just use your vanilla code in a way, but at the same time it is up to you. If you want to add a voice feature, I would say it is very good for accessibility. This is how some of the users would be interacting, and this is how we all have been using something like how we use okay Google and turn up all of your phones, and how we say hey Siri, and it is like so beautiful. So this is somewhere across that in your LG web apps also. You can just click on a button and say something, and it will be able to make the Liquid Galaxy do whatever you have said. So this is very nice if you can.
Answering Yash Kumar question, do we have to prepare something before the general meet? The answer is no. You only have to attend. We will explain several slides we have already prepared for you with information about the things that are happening, and then we will offer you the possibility to interact with us like we are today, but not through the YouTube channel, but direct to us, to the mentors, if you have questions. And then of course, what you all have to be doing at this moment is hurry up for the pre-required tasks. We are running out of time with the T1 or T2. Some of you are preparing T3, T4 is ongoing, and T5 also is ongoing. So we still have time, we are good, but don't stop doing your tasks on time. On time means that if you present those on time, it will be best for your LG score. And this is it. So that's it for my side. Let's wait another minute. Anything to comment? Vedant, you are here to talk us something, explain us something. How do you see this web technology will be important for the LG community? What is your...
I am crazy excited. I am crazy excited for this
crazy
technology.
Excited. You're a mentor poet. Crazy excited.
I saw the store as well. I am very excited for the store
the
as
store
well.
was a tremendous work from Yash and the other colleagues.
Yes, I just heard that we'll also have the web apps on the store as well. So I think that's really exciting. All our apps in a single place. I think it will be really good.
Yeah. To add on, the LG web app is already on the Go store. So anyone who wants to use it can just go check it out.
Bye, Alfredo. So, and Rohit, what do you think about the web thing?
May I show you one more demonstration? Actually, this time this works now. So I was like
good.
fixing this bug value.
Good. It will be nice. Go ahead.
Okay, so now you can see these all the KML that we have sent from this.
Oh, you finally find
team.
Los Angeles.
Yes. So if we try cleaning first KML, then it will clean those, and then if I again send this, so yes, now you can see that this is now appearing. And if I say in the voice orbit, okay, I don't know.
Try another time, say start orbit or spin the liquid,
Then
something.
orbit.
It didn't know what to do with the orbit. That was happening.
Making a
So
demo live is always hard.
Demos don't work when we do it live.
Absolutely. Okay, Rohit, thank you for doing the demo again. So, nothing more. There are no more questions from the contributors. Anything else you want to mention, Yash?
I mean, I would want everyone to just go check out the functionality, test it out, make some GitHub issues if you feel that something is missing out, something extra can be done. And yeah, just see how the endpoints are working. Just hit all the endpoints, make your own application, try your own simple button application that just has buttons and it is able to hit all the endpoints just to check or for the sanity of it. So yeah.
What means the vanish with the finally? I don't know.
Fine.
Okay. So, okay, let's hope the community likes your job. Thank you very much for developing it, guys. And let's hope community adopt the software and we have the luck to enter again in Google Summer of Code. And if we are lucky again, we will have some web-based projects. And if not, we also will have projects, but outside the GSOC. So thank you very much for everyone to stay here. Thank you, Victor, to say hello at least. I know you're pretty.
No, I mean they did a really good effort with this. I'm so excited about it, and I looking forward to see what the people can do with these opportunities, new opportunities. So
Yeah,
great.
That's true. That's true. Thank you very much, Rohit, for your demos and presentation. Or poet mentor Vedant, thank you again, as always, for staying with us. And mentor Yash, thank you for taking care of the community and doing these great developments. So see you soon next week on the general meet. Take care. Do your tasks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you, everyone.